It's still 35 here at midnight, nearly. As in, like, Celsius or Fahrenheit. I don't know what temperature it is here, but last week we had the little heat wave. It went from, like, we had a cold snap, and then it went to a heat wave back to back. So it went, like, really cold, like, midwinter, and then it felt like we were in summer straight away. So it didn't feel like it was a summer heat wave. It just felt like we went to summer. It was like, what did I say it was? It was like 26 degrees Celsius in 1 a.m. or something. It was just a bit of bullshit. The worst part is my air conditioner is broken. So all it was doing, I didn't know it was broken. I was so out of it from the heat that it was just pumping the hot air directly from outside inside. And so I ended up kind of like a little fucking out of it during stream. Drew should be coming down for this, and hopefully he gets there fast. Celsius, you're in Perth? Send health. Oh my god. Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's like 35 degrees at night. Jesus, that's a bit. Shizuka, that's not what I was expecting. Drew. Like, that's the thing, is like the 35, that's like summer temperatures. So, and the worst part is being like middle of the night. Like, it's not supposed to be that fucking hot. Are you even building this, mate? It was 40 today. Yeah, it makes a little bit more sense why it's still so hot at night. Have you got like a lot of cloud cover around, or is it just like it's just been really hot for some reason? Also, that muffalo 100% looks like it's snacking on that horse. It really does. I heard you guys have spider season in Australia, so I think yes. Yes, it is. When it warms up, you get spiders coming out to mate and have, you know, all the like clusters of spiders and stuff like that. So yeah, usually where I am, what we normally get is we get so we get like huntsmen. You guys will probably know about the spiders that are like the size of your hands, right? So I normally get 3 of them come out at the same time. So you'll get one that's like the size of my hand or about the size of my palm come out, and it will call for a male to come to it, or vice versa, and you'll get 2 for the price of 1 spider, usually like hopeful. And then of course they'll either have their little beef fight thing, or you know, you happen to find one and spray one, spray the next. If you're really lucky, you can get all 3 of them without them reproducing. Then you wipe out some like older spiders and, you know, stop them from coming back to reproduce it. Not that you're safe. You know, there's obviously a decent amount. The more rain you get, the more bugs you get, the better fed the spiders are, the bigger they get, the faster they grow. So that's fun. We had that last year. Yeah, they're harmless, but I mean, come on. I've been sitting on the toilet and had a fucking huntsman the size of my hand running at me because a cat's found it and decided to lead it to me. That shit's not harmless when you're trying to go to the toilet in the middle of the night. Or, worse, you go into the bathroom and you come back out and you're like looking at, what the fuck is my cat staring at? And on the door next to your hand is literally a spider that's about the size of your head at like 2 or 3 a.m. And you're like, the hell am I supposed to do with this? Like, literally, do I just burn the house down and like make a clean break for it? It's now, obviously. Like, seriously. That is Australia. Like, I'm generally very unfortunate. I've got some pretty horrible fucking spider stories, the ones that I get. But like, yeah, I've had spiders run at me. I've always been in a vulnerable situation when a spider's gone for me. It's fucking awful. Like, seriously, it's a time and place to be on the toilet when you're scared shitless, but like, when a spider's running you down, where the fuck are your legs supposed to go? I'll tell you what, I've never been so flexible in my entire life. Honestly. Look, if you found that funny and you haven't already followed. Oh my god. Was it Queensland does have one, nonetheless. Oh my god. That's it. Makes you go to fastener. Look, I'll tell you what, it makes you consider like checking underneath the fucking lid every time you go in there. And the worst part is, like, the higher up north you go in Queensland, you also get like frogs and snakes that get inside your toilets to stay cool as well. So you've also got to check on that, because the last thing you want to do is sit down and piss on a frog by accident, or worse, or, you know, find a spider or something chilly under there because it's nice and cold. So I mean, you know, toilets, they're not safe in Australia. tourist guide. I'm so sorry, but I do not wish to. That's okay, Aweber. I fully understand. I was talking about this yesterday. I was talking about how I was watching a video of this guy who was like, the house is literally about to burn down, but the wife said, like, peel the potatoes. So you see this guy, and, like, outside the window is literally a roaring bushfire. And he's, like, in this house peeling potatoes to some, like, really, like, hardcore music. I'm like, yeah, that's accurate. That's pretty accurate. It's just, it's a don't give a fuck mentality, I think. Like, I've been asked about this before. I've talked about this in Discord before. And, like, the fact is that's when you got, like, fires and floods and giant spiders and all sorts of shit, like, I guess there's, like, a point in time where it's like, you really just can't give that much of a fuck about what the fuck is out here. Like, if you're constantly worried about it, like, where's the time spent for doing everything else, realistically? This is the biggest huntsman I've seen over there was, like, 10 centimeters, but not, like, bad things here. Well, I don't know what size the spider was specifically, but the biggest one I have seen was in my childhood home, and it was about the size of, like, a solid dinner plate. We called it Fluffy. It used to hang out underneath the pergola up near the light bulb where it used to get, like, moths and stuff. It was, like, pretty fucking big. It was probably about 30 centimeters or something, like, full, like, width itself. You could see it perfectly clear as day from, like, the ground. And it was just, like, the reason why we called it Fluffy is you could see, like, every little, like, hair fiber on it in, like, perfect detail. The only problem was Dad hosed the pergola one day and Fluffy disappeared, and we started seeing smaller versions of Fluffy that were, like, more around, like, the palm-sized hand sort of inside the house, and we don't know if we, like, pissed it off. Not really sure what happened with that one, but yeah, we didn't see Fluffy after that. I don't think it died, but maybe it got taken by a bird, maybe? Used to have some birds and stuff around. Mind you, you'd have to be a decent-sized bird to take one of these things. I've seen Phoenix catch, like, a particularly big huntsman here when I first moved in. And it was one of those cases, okay, trigger warning for anybody that doesn't like spiders. You might want to cover your ears. So Phoenix managed to catch one, and he got its entire body inside of its mouth, and he had the legs hanging out of his mouth like a, you know, the Chihulu fucking, what do you call it, sea creature thing, except it was spider legs waving from outside of the cat's mouth. After that, he never ate another one. He also had a spider ride him once. I saw him playing with a spider, and I didn't know where it went. And I went to give him a pat because I thought obviously it chased it out of the house. And nope, I almost patted the spider riding his back. So that was fun, trying to get the spider off the cat. It was a really aggressive one too that was, like, posturing and, like, striking at us and stuff. And it was a huntsman or a wolf spider or something. It was one of those looking ones. But yeah, I was not impressed that it was riding my cat. Not at all. I was one of those, like, get the fuck off, like, spiders shouldn't be this intelligent kind of moments, you know? Wolverine, did you have to do that? Like, we got the double fences here. I'm seeing this. It's quite interesting. How about Grenade? Have you got stuff? Yeah, look, you got good enough. Go fix that. That's it. Yes, bushfires. Must be a Wednesday then. Oh yeah, don't forget the floods are obviously going to be, like, the following Thursday or Friday. And that just comes with the territory. You get your bushfire, then you get your rain, and then you get your flood. It's pretty fucking standard. I think that's why Aussies are so chill. We stress over everything, then we just never stop stressing. There was also another video of, was it New Zealand Cuz comes to visit, and there was, like, a couple of New Zealanders were just sitting there, just chilling, and they're like, what is that? And it's like, oh, that's an ant, it'll bite you bad. And it's like, what's this? It's like, oh, that's a bird that's gonna, like, fuck you up. You see that stick over there? That's a snake. You see this over here? It's blah. And it's like the guy was just, like, basically, like, hyperventilating by the end of the conversation. But it's like, it essentially is. It's like, oh, but it's, you know, a beautiful place to live. It's like, yeah, it really is. It's like, it's lovely here. But there's, like, anything and everything that wants to, like, bite you or fuck you up or bite you. Don't forget the kangaroos that want to drown you. Those exist too. So, I mean, yeah, it's always interesting. Grenade, get your cheeks back here. You're not done. You can't construct it. Consuming survival meal. Boz, are you doing something? Not assigned to do constructing. Look, one of you cunts are. I bet Jackal. Maybe? No? Frankie? Can nobody do this? Oh, silverware's coming up. Dan, seriously. Honestly, I'm like, you, go rest. You got 49%. This will be interesting. Actually, hold up, save that. Is it Fluffy Spider? Yeah. To battle onwards, Fluffy Seed. Look, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I don't even want to know how it managed to climb him, especially since like he was so paranoid about it in the first place. Guys, did you really just leave him there? I said to arrest him. Jesus. It's gonna need health, maybe. No. Alright. I mean, yeah. So can you use ants, stitches if you rip the heads off? Yes, you can. There's another fun fact. I also got bitten by a green ant the other week, and while they're like, for any Australian, you'll know that it's like, it's not that like huge of a deal. But the thing is, like, I don't say accidentally, I ran my foot under hot water when I like decided to just jump in a shower straight away. It turns out there's a reason why you're supposed to run it under cold water, because it basically just circulates that shit all through your body. So I was like experiencing like intense pain up in like my neck and all sorts of shit for hours later. Horrible. It's one of those fucking things. You're a prisoner? Yes, no interaction. Let's get you tamed. I don't know if you're getting tamed or not. You're down to 6. What about you, mate? Jasuka's in a daze. I mean, almost everybody's recruited at this point. And hey, son. I'm seriously, like, come on. You know what? You two, Eddie. You guys go both punch her up, or otherwise we're going to just lose that door. It'll be fine. What's that reason number? 4,681. Never go to New South Wales. Fuck that. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is I'm up in Queensland. But we get the green ants. We don't really get the funnel webs, thank God, but they're slowly moving up, apparently. That's great. That's just what we need. I'll get to that trader in a moment. They've been sighting of them slowly moving up the coast. I'm just imagining I just gave the visual to like half of the world that like spiders are like slowly moving in a large herd towards like population. It's not that. That's not what I meant. But I mean, it's a funny situation if that's what you're thinking. Oh man. Let's get you saved. This has been interesting. I've got so much built today, but at the same time, I've got so many people like having a shit fit. How's this group doing? This is a hitchhike when they're little tartan sacks on sticks. Yeah. You just see like this colony of like giant ass black fucking spiders that are just like partially shiny, partially fuzzy. They're like little like knapsack thing. And like just like trudging as like a sea of spiders slowly up the coast. That's 100% what's going on in Australia right now. Facts. That's 100% false. I mean, they're slowly moving up, but they're not doing that specifically to my knowledge. And if it is, like, we need fire. We need fire immediately. Oh man, this side has been so fucking peaceful. Like, nothing's been going on here. It's wonderful. Actually, before we get into a trade, I was slowly getting rid of the electricity here. And we'll get rid of the, we spent so long waiting to get these, and I will get rid of them. It'll be fine. Alright. Maybe when I do the trade and I save it, it'll be good. I've only got this fenced off because I literally just want an area that I can, like, grow shit in spring. My animals aren't in. Yeah, I know about Levia's health. You worry about Levia's health. I'll worry about it. Let's see, lots of animals. Psychic. Do you know what I could be using right now that I forgot that I bought some time ago? Like a few hours back? It's a Psychic Soothe Pulsar. That might be really good. These would also be great too. Another fucking rocket launcher. There's a telescope. Let's see. I could do with more components. Medicine, yes. I will nearly pay anything in this game to get fucking Glitter World medicine for my people. I really will. Like, it's something I've got to go out of my way for. I did buy a TV way earlier, but you know what I have a lot of right now? It's a lot of fucking animals. You guys, whoa, shit. That's a lot of money. Apparently foals are currency and a half. Yeah, okay, they'll do it. God damn. I'm sorry, I just didn't know that that many foals is that much monies. I don't sell a lot of my animals much. I normally just harvest them. I used to kind of sell them periodically, but I don't really now. Also, now that this is properly constructed, I shouldn't have them getting stuck in rooms like complete idiots. I'm saying it's fate, but it's the second Doomsday launcher. It's not even a weapons vendor. Oh man, if you've seen how many I've passed up, plus there's been like mortar barrels and charge lances. There's been quests where I've passed over various ones like that. Like I will use miniguns, I'll use sniper rifles, bolt action rifles, a variety of other guns, but the Doomsday stuff and the charge stuff, no way. I just don't trust my people. Like, I understand they're going to have shit fits, but all it takes is one idiot turning around with a gun and me not being fast enough to hit save, and then I've got like a dozen dead people. Like, the fact that we only went down by one this week, like, it really just takes us back to 2 weeks ago. Because last week we got the extra person, and the week before that we had the 199. So now we're back to 199, and that's not too bad. Like, I kind of imagine that the game's going to make this waiver. I also think this space here is in no way fucking prepared to take on an actual fight. Half of my people are psychotic. Quarter of them are probably in and out of hospital or got bits and pieces missing. They definitely don't have their guns. None of them are carrying guns, which is why nobody's been getting shot lately. It's been good. Like, the last thing we got attacked here by was the mechs. And I'm kind of glad that nothing's happened with that. I want to get rid of this, but I want to get another caravan with about this much people up here. So then this is the majority, because these were all people that had guns. This whole section up here, they were the gunners. They were the majority of my gunner colony and builders. I only left like a couple of builders behind. What I also want to do, I know that they made that prison area. I'll tell you what, I should be able to... Hold up. Let me make some of this shit over here. Because I was going to just open up this area to get built. But I don't see why I should when I've got this. I should also just take the better beds from the other area. So I normally don't stack up like areas like this for a hospital, but you know what? Whatever. They can have a hospital. They can have some nice shit. Nightwolf. Oh my god, all the fucking ruffle snugglings. Man, I was going to send a message in Discord earlier. I'm like, I feel like it's been a little while since I've like got to like tackle hug you. No, still sleeping, Lady Wolf. No. This is Nightwolf for anybody that might be new in. He's my stream wolf. He's incredibly friendly. He accepts pats. Also has like a ball toy as well, and is always excited about food. It seems to particularly like chicken and stuff, just out of curiosity, at least from what I've observed. Also likes coffee. Very fond of coffee. Nightwolf, tomorrow is my 1-year stream anniversary. So that's happening tomorrow. So I'm playing 7 Days to Die with the the Twitch integration on, and I'll be starting from like 7:30 p.m. and going until 4 a.m. So yeah, hopefully everybody be able to like what's the thing? Spawn in like good and bad stuff and like make it like totally chaotic. And so far I don't know quite yet the things that I'm like aiming for, but I'm like maybe like ability to like make a small base or keep a small base, maybe not die. Like there's also, I should be able to keep track of who helps and who kills me the most. So people that heal me the most and who kills me the most. Does it survive for 7 days? I don't think I'll survive for 7 days. Honestly, it depends what gets redeemed. So I don't know exactly what I don't know exactly what all the stats are. I'm extremely new to Twitch integration for 7 Days to Die, but as far as I can tell, there's pimp points, there's like sub points, and like I don't know if bits do pimp points as well, But subbing and gift subbing do sub points and stuff. They're two different categories, and they can allow you to like get two different things. So either you can watch on and earn pimp points throughout the stream, and if you spawn in good stuff, you can go into a pot to get more points. I don't know how that works. It's supposed to be all automatic, so hopefully it all works. And the idea is that if somebody like does the most like help within half an hour or something like that, it'll say that this person was the healer for the half an hour or something like that, or whatever. But the other thing too is like you can spawn in like extra stuff. So like as Mirthless is saying, it's like it'd be fun. Make sure to follow and put your notifications so you can alert when it starts. Yeah, so you can go into the schedule page, my stream schedule page for tomorrow, and hit a reminder by clicking on the stream, and it'll set a reminder to like ping so you don't miss it. But there's a couple of things. So in the integration, I believe you can either use points or bits or whatever it is to remove the progression. So I'll be doing it like progression style. So, you know, enemies are kind of tiered towards whatever my levels and skills and stuff are. But you can remove that and spawn in like much, much harder stuff, like a wolf pack or something like that. Or say, you could say, tonight I want it to be Blood Moon. Like you could cast whatever that is, spawn that in. And then you can automatically also spawn in change time to night. So then it's immediately nighttime Blood Moon right then. So then I don't get a chance to prepare and run. You can also spawn in crates that like give me guns and all sorts of stuff, healing stuff. Like there's, I think, safe zones to the trader, and anybody's land claim area is safe. You can't spawn in that. But I think, I actually am sitting up straight this time. Harry, I'm sitting up straight. So yeah, you can spawn in all sorts of stuff. I think I've got it set that you can break a land claim if it's nearby, but there's all sorts of stuff. There's all sorts of stuff you can do. So you can also spawn in, I don't know if you know this, Mirthless, but there's apparently, you can spawn in burning zombies. If they get too close, they explode. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, I wasn't caught prawning this time. That's the second time tonight. Wow, did not know that. I didn't know it either. I had to read through some of them because there were all sorts of ones. I'm like, there was a few that I know that like Blessed is going to be really interested in. I know that like you can spawn dogs and you can spawn dog packs and all sorts of stuff. So, you know, I'm just going to be squeaky and like climbing over everybody to get out of the way to like get to safety. Welcome back, Qulin. How's your adventures been today? Also, why did somebody leave my medicine here? Gubia, can you please hold that, please? What's going to be Chaos Incarnate during the stream? So Blessed is currently out hunting at the moment. He's trying to tag $2. And if he manages to get them before tomorrow, before I start, he'll be participating in the stream. He'll be in the game. But he also said he's going to like bring shit into it as well. So regardless, if he can't make it back in time, he'll just connect in and create chaos. Yeah, so the zombie dogs in 7 Days to Die, I'm not a fan of them. And that's the only reason why I was afraid of bringing in the Twitch integration in the first place, was because I kind of figured that everybody was just going to spawn dogs on me all the fucking time. There's like, you can do dogs, dog packs. There's wolves, wolf packs. You can have, what is it, the dire wolf as well. You can do zombie bears, various different ones. I believe there should be, give or take, I think I had like a brief look at it earlier, and I think if you're on mobile or on phone and you're watching the stream at the moment, there should be something off to the side. It's like a little red tab or something that should be like a 7, like a red 7. If you click on that, it should open out to the Twitch integration, which shouldn't currently be active because I'm not playing 7 Days right this moment. But tomorrow when I play it, that's apparently where all the stuff will be. Oh, it's on the desktop as well. Awesome. Because I wasn't quite sure. I was trying to look around for streamers to give an example, but I couldn't find any online for like the last 2 days that had the integration, so it made it difficult. But yeah, that's where you'll find the stuff to play with, and it will show you whether it's pinpoints or if it's like, I think, special points. And I think if it's special points, I think that's through subs or something like that. But I've got everything like doubled and tripled as much as I can. So anything you guys do, even just like chatting and stuff, should be maximized. So I think it's like every 5 minutes after you chat, you can like earn up to like, I think 3 points per 10 seconds for 5 minutes after every chat, stuff like that. So I've got I have, what is this thing? A psychic ship. So I found what I want to spam. Oh my god. Actually, this isn't too bad if this is just a psychic ship and this isn't like the main area. The worst part about this is almost the end of the stream time. What is it? Giggling away because you found something you want to spam. I think there's also some spam protection thing on as well. So there is like a little time limit cooldown. Some of them have got cooldown limits as well. I think up to 5 minutes. How many is here? 19 Scythers. It's only 19. I always do not know when you stop streaming. So I normally stop at 2 a.m. And the thing is, if I engage in this battle, I'm not going to stop at 2 a.m. So I'm going to have to deal with this next week. And I know that as long as none of my people actually walk over there, they should be fine. Yeah, so it's 1:54 a.m. at the moment. So we've got a few more minutes. And I'll just make sure that everybody's kind of like where I want them to be. And that I know what's going on. Because I know I've got to deal with this next week. Like, that's not too bad. This group, I'll just go and make sure everybody's picked up a gun. That'll be worth my time. And then we'll have to attack that probably first thing next week. At least this group over here didn't get attacked. Let's see. What guns we got? I don't have much storage. But I guess it's time to find out. Let's see. Bios. Come on. Alright, yeah, you can do a gun. Let's get everybody equipped with a gun. I'll do this a bit more manually so we're not jumping around all over the place. You have one. The old tomorrow's problem. Usually I would keep fighting. Usually I'm not this aware of the time. But because I know tomorrow is going to be an 8-hour stream, I'm a little bit more aware that I don't want to like stress out my voice and I don't want to like push past like the time too much. I might keep it paused while I allocate everybody a gun. Because yeah, otherwise like sometimes this is what happens. Like I get attacked like right now and then we end up streaming until like half past or like 50 minutes into like the next hour or something like that. That's why like it can be difficult when I stream RimWorld to know when I generally end. But generally, to answer your question, Aweva, I stream from 10 p.m. until 2 a.m. Australian time, which I think is EST, I think. So if you're ever not sure, you can also have a look at my schedule page, and that will have what time I start and finish in your local time. It'll convert it automatically, so it will make it a little bit easier for you to tell like when I'm going to be live and when I'm going to finish. I usually do also stick to my start times. So this is starting tomorrow. So it starts at 7:30 p.m. So it's currently almost 2 a.m. So like if you have a look at the schedule page, it should show it in your local time. But it'll be 7:30 p.m. Queensland Australian time. If that helps. And I'll be streaming it until 4 a.m. So it'll be an 8-hour window. I have like a 20-minute countdown timer while I'm like getting set up to start a stream. So I'm usually like running around doing stuff, pushing notifications and all sorts of stuff in that time frame. So that's why sometimes I'm not always like straight at my computer and stuff. The 5:30 GMT plus 8. Yeah, just a reference, I'm plus 10 in Brisbane. So yeah, if you're in Perth, then yeah, it'd be 8, isn't it? Because it's 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours behind, I think, Perth. Because yeah, that should be fucking correct. Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely starting earlier and then ending later. I tried to start it and finish it earlier on either end because some people, when I start streaming, it's either first thing in the morning or late in the afternoon. And some people have a little bit more availability before they start and go to work or school or whatever, versus like in the evening, you might have a little bit more time free or something like that. So tried to be a bit more conscious of that. Initially, I was going to do some like super long stream, and then I realized like I probably just won't have the voice for it. Like 4-hour streams are pretty much like the maximum that it will let me do at the moment. Falls asleep, struggling, sleeping lady wolf. No, I'm giving it all the pats, night wolf. I'm gonna get patted the shit out of while he's sleeping, just so he knows. Please rest well after stream. I hope I do. So for anybody that's new in, so I normally do like editing and stuff like that after my stream till like normally about either 4 a.m. or 8 a.m. depending on how long it takes. I'm also usually in Discord throughout that time period as well, usually interacting with like members and stuff or chatting post stream and stuff while I go about editing and whatnot. So I don't tend to like, when I finish, I don't just kind of stop. I'm still doing stuff. I was hoping to be able to like stop earlier tonight, but then I realized that after tomorrow's stream, that's going to be one fucking big edit. And I'm like, I'm going to want to sleep after that. So I'm like, I'll just go about what I normally do tonight and try not to stress. Like, it's not like I'm stressing. It's like an anxiety thing. And then, yeah, tomorrow I'll just try to get some extra sleep. Who the fuck am I up to? Josh. Where the fuck are you, Josh? Let's just skip a few. That's one hell of a schedule. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I do about, I think we worked out I do somewhere between 50 and 70 odd hours a week on streaming and repurposing of my content elsewhere. So, I mean, I do a fairly dedicated effort for the most part. I do take this as a full-time job. I just, yeah, like, well, it is full-time. Like, there's also, like, other aspects too. Like, I'm not on, like, you know, Twitter as much and Instagram or whatever, but I do still, like, have some content on there. There's a fair bit of engagement on YouTube as well, the comments and whatever. So yeah, there's a little bit of that. There's also like managing all the fucking uploads that I'm trying to get out, you know, in next, we worked out it's 9 more days on YouTube of the shitty extra amount of videos, and then it should go back to a normal amount. We're almost there. It's nearly there, and then it will only be 1 month behind because I started YouTube 1 month after I started streaming because I had to learn how to edit shit before I could use YouTube. So it took me about a month to learn that, and now that it's there, it will probably always be about a month behind. There's lots of water, lots of carbs before and during tomorrow. I actually barely eat. So the funny thing is, we'll talk about this morning. I was talking about this with Mirthless during his stream this morning. It was like, I don't know, it just came up in conversation because I said I was like having some breakfast dinner type thing because I really only eat like 1 meal a day, but generally speaking, like the amount of food that I eat is about the size of a Chinese takeaway container. So, like, most people kind of know roughly the size of that. That's about the maximum size of food I eat in a day. So, yeah, I don't eat too much, but I mean, I do plan to probably have something before I start. I will also have my 5-minute breaks active tomorrow. So, once an hour, you guys will be able to redeem a 5-minute break for me to get up, stretch, refresh my drink, and go to the bathroom. So that will be available as well. So if you want to do some wellness, things, I'll have to learn how to pause the integration because I've heard that apparently if you leave it running, people can just kind of keep spawning stuff on you. And I'm kind of glad that I learnt that because that would be really funny. I'd come back to a damn dead character. I'd be like, oh, I died again. All right, I think enough people have guns. I'll have to let everybody come and collect one. I think maybe 1/3 of my people in this group have got a gun or a sword issued. And yeah, I'll let them all grab that. I'll actually bring up my saves and we'll see. Hold up. Let me just bring up everything. Asora 1, and Asora Knight. These are my 3 official saves, so I do each time so I don't fucking mess something up. But yeah, they'll all come and grab their guns and we'll have to equip the rest of the people for whatever weapons still exist. And then we'll go try to attack them. They're not in a great spot. If I leave this pause for a second. The problem I've got is I don't have any turrets over here. So when I go to attack them, that's why they're there. The only way I could do this well would be to trigger them and get them in like along here, because that one's powered at the moment. They all have power. So going downwards would be a better option, I think. Alternatively, if I go up, this is really well powered here too. So there is that. So, I mean, I've always got those